Hello and welcome. Right, Mike has kept his word. We have this ready for action. Let's unfold it ready. We are going to do ourselves like last time, because although I said what I said, it does seem to be, as long as you sort of go straight up, I probably destroyed a little bit of crop the first time, but not an awful lot, so we're just going to like crack on. Now, just thinking about what do we do the bales, because it will probably bring in 7 or 8,000, maybe something like that, I would say. But we've not got any way to do that, and we're right down 6,602. Although, of course, this is going to bring in 7,000 or something like that. So if the price is good, we'll have to check that. Our crop's doing nicely. We did weed as we went along. So one thing that I really do of, there's a little tiny tuft of weed on that, a little tiny tuft where we missed somehow when we actually seeded the field. Yeah, it's one thing I've always been really nicely surprised about, actually. It doesn't look, but and there's a bit, well, there was damage in the field, so right, let's get this ready, and I'm going to go into a very brief time lapse, and then we're going to push on through, I think, till right, as far as we need to go. Like till next year, because we've done obviously this field we've missed. We could sort of canola, but I think we'll do something else. We'll set the cultivator going, or when I say the cultivator, it's sort of a cultivator. So anyway, I'm going to say my words. I'm going to see you guys and gals on the other side. Just going at the time lapse for a minute, it looks really like to me that the header's damaging a wing. I found this with the Orstoft as well, so I didn't really want to do this, but I had to take it over last session. It was just so faffy. But if you look closely, it does damage to the right of the header. So either the header is actually in my hands damaging like further than it should, in which case we're taking quite a heavy loss. We could, I suppose, look at how the worker's going to do it. We seem to be, I've literally have damaged crop at least twice that I did see with my wheels, and I thought, look, it seemed to be, even though I'm a long way away, I'm actually damaging crop. So to me, this is why I said it looks like it's damaging an awful lot of crop to the right of my, even normally if you go straight like that, you can see there's actually, I don't know if that's the header itself, or let's have a look how the worker does it very closely, because we know they can dance on and not do any damage at all. So let's just see closely on that. yeah, you can't do your mouse, can you? Really, it sort of like disappears when you're active. Yeah, if you look at the header on the closest bits, the very bottom of the screen, on the back of the header, it seems to damage when I do it quite severely. So if we look at the worker do it, when you look at the same place, does it do it too? What I mean is it like that's just the animation, and it's or does it? I mean, we can't see it now because, of course, no, we can see the other side. Being silly. Well, typically, there's damage on the field at that precise moment, but if we look closely, yeah, it's not tearing anything. So it is quite heavily reducing yield, even if you just go straight. There's like a tearing, which is wrong. It shouldn't do that, but the Allsoft did the same when I said I always remember, it sticks in my mind from Elm Creek. Yeah, I mean, I would crush crop at that point, but like, yeah, this is probably a better way to see it, because they can like waggle around. Now it's only taking, right, it did a bit of damage there actually, so I don't know whether that really is damaging or whether it's just lifting. But it waggles to the side. I noticed it when I watched it first time round. Yeah, see, we'd be damaging to the left as well when I did it. But yeah, when it goes straight, it only picks up exactly in front of it. So really, as boring as it is, to get the most out of this, I've got to let it do it, because we were tearing bits to the left of the header and it's not doing that. So let's go grab a trailer. Even if it's a bit boring, it seems it's necessary. Right, so let's grab my... Now, we were actually doing this, weren't we? But we could really do with... did we go through... We could sort of test this, I'm sure. Because he can get away with going on there with bigs. That's what I'm thinking. Let's just try this. Is this the same month? I think we went through, I'm sure. I keep doing this wrong. Yeah, no, it is. Right. Yeah, you can see it, and it's just been slow to catch up. So, right, let's go grab one of these times. Yeah, no, it is. Right, let's grab the other one, and we'll grab the... and let him finish that. It is, after all that, what we said. We did need to do this. I might as well grab a bit of fuel, even though we're getting a little bit... I think my money's slightly... I think I got about 500 more through the money that I sort of swatched in. I guessed a little bit incorrectly. But, I'll try my best to like correct it. I think it is. Let's take it down to 6,004. I think it was. Minus 400, because obviously we've got worker wages as well. That's yeah, as close as... I mean, when I say I don't like cheating, I don't, but there's certain things which you're trying to like be, and you don't want to be so finicky that everyone like thinks, oh my life, it doesn't matter, it's $20. You're right, it doesn't really. But it's not like I'm gonna like trying to earn a fortune by sort of some sort of skullduggery like that. Right, so we have got a bit of fertilizer there as well. That's good. Yes, I'm pleased that we've got a second tractor a lot. That's really it, because a bit like that we can now set that going, doing things like fertilizer and stuff like that, which is really useful. Yeah, so really it's almost impossible to use the spinach harvester yourself without damaging crop, which that's got to be improved. It's, don't get me wrong, there's a lot of grumbling going on in the forums, especially about logging. Yeah, there's an awful lot of people even threatening to leave the game. It's going to happen. You do get that type of thing happen always, where people that's the point. It would be interesting to see, but we need to sort of let him go another way. so we can go next to him for like offloading to see if it's like a normal harvester. If we go next to him, does he like extend his box out and like empty? I mean, let's have a look. How are we doing inside the harvester? Plenty of space. Yeah, it's got 65% left to go. So how are you doing? Let's have a look. No, I will get this right once. Oh, last. I think it's the last splurge, and then we'll grab. How's that not blocked by me? Is it? Because he's sort of moving. I didn't expect him to do what he's doing really. I'm pleased with the progress, really. I mean, yeah, so second tractor. This is my trouble. What I often sort of, when I'm doing anything like this, I like seem to want to build Rome in a day and want to see huge amounts of progress. Well, a tractor. If we just got a tractor, you know, we've got the weeder as well, and the baler. You name it. We've got a lot of stuff, really. That's enhanced from that very core equipment. I'm really glad that we had the OlaHaldor. I want to say Halidor. OlaHaldor has given us, because it is a real base set of equipment with a lot of scope for improvement. So I like that because you can see, you know, seeder, harvester, a tractor, and not even a powerful tractor at that. Yeah, it was. I think there's a cultivator as well or something like that, and we sold that, and a little plough I think. So we sort of swapped that out almost, I think, to the euro. Or we are on euros, so we're good this time. Do another episode of Zelonka as well. Right, set you. We need to like be careful here because obviously we are using the very clever ability of the workers to actually go over the fields. Let's have a look. Let's actually, yeah, let's enter you. Why did you not enter on a No, it's going to take him ages. Let's just forget about it. We'll grab this one, grab that bit of fertilizer on the edge, and we may just about get away with what we've got. Right, fantastic. Let's see how much is there in there. Will we get the field done on this amount? Oh, I'll be very tired, but we'll have a go. We'll have, well, we won't. We'd wreck the fields. Well, we could have. The other one with Naris could have done it really, but it's not. It's just, I think sometimes it's you just like the fact you've got your second tractor and it's a bit of excitement to actually do it. I don't think it'll do that. I think we'll end up. Let's have a look. As well, when are you going to turn around? Yeah, they do some weird things like missing rows and stuff like that, and they don't half faff around, as DJ Goham said, when they're like, I think it's this side. Is it? I think so. We could sort of now, while he's like that, sneak and see, does he open his sides like a normal harvester would? I'm sure. Is it this side or is it the other side? Taking any notice of me at all, so it's either the wrong side or they don't do that. And they certainly faff around. So I think we've done everything. Let's have a quick look. So I know there's a bit of liming we missed, and now we can't do it because the crop's in the ground. So, but we can have a look. I wasn't that worried about that. Hot spots, fertilizer. Yeah, why are they missing patches? Why are they deliberately missing patches? They know how that is. Yeah, well, we need to play. Yeah, we knew that. So it's a. I don't know if it's classed as a root crop, but oh, okay. So that all needs. Oh, it doesn't all need lime. So what? Ah, it does as is finishing the thing off. It's becoming ready to actually need lime. So okay, that's all gonna need lime when he's finished. Then I would imagine. They all need rolling. I can live without that, but I don't know why that's doing that. Why it's missing bits out. What's that about? Oh, okay. Oh, no. I'm sure you could have like think, well, no, going through that. They obviously can't figure out that there's a massive field. I say it is good, the AI, but it's also as awful as ever, in so much as it really is. It could have been done as still a lot better. When I think of that, they've always been dithery and yeah, not really terribly good, are they? Yeah, I don't know. I suppose that's one thing I love about the Causeway mod. Well, there's many things I do love about it. It's not perfect, it's not, but it's predictable in so much as you can choose. Right, I want to do rounded corners, or I don't want to do rounded corners. I want to faff around more than normal, which is why I don't ever choose the non-rounded corners. We were right. He didn't quite finish. No, that's not what we're trying to do at all. We're trying to grab you, and we shall set your destination as there, and then we'll grab you in a minute. Why is it enter not working when I press enter? Yeah, I mean, it's filled that at 9% since we looked at the very beginning. So talk about faffing around. But if we're going to get the most crop, we've got to put up with it, unfortunately, although it's going to cost us a fortune in worker wages, but it is what it is. What can you say? It is. Right, so we need to buy some more fertiliser. Could we repair? Let's have a look, see how much the repair costs are for this as well. When we bought the fertiliser, of course. It is fairly important to buy. I do really wish GTX does that. No, I am, yeah, no. I'm thinking, that's not repairing. No, it's not. It's not repairing at all. It's changed because I've got that mod on that actually does this, so I really don't understand where everything is again, and I was beginning to actually know where things were, so it's a bit of a... Right, let's grab that. I'm going to make sure we don't get the lime. Oh, I just thought I have, haven't I? Yes. Yeah, there's some collateral damage by... I've literally put the Razek and the front box that we've got into mod testing. Literally did it properly. Oh, that's true. It does tell you now, doesn't it? So it means... Oh, my life. That my front box, which has gone, so we will actually do that back. What I did, I renamed it because giants don't like it. It has to meet a certain set of criteria. Does it? Have we still got it? I think I deleted it. I'll have a quick look. Yeah, it has. It's gone. Yeah, so we will. Oh, let's just have a go down. Oh, it's done that thing where the fertiliser's not showing in the back. It's not me either, because all I've done is altered things a little, unless it doesn't like the addition of lime, but it really shouldn't. It's just another thing that you tell it to put in, but it did do it once before on one of the others. Whether the capacity thing throws it or still works perfectly well, but it really is a bit weird. So yeah, I think I've lost the front box. We will replace it, because it really is one of those things that we should have it, but oh no, it is still there, so I didn't take it out of the actual mods. I haven't got any fertiliser in that. I can't remember what we use it for. Yeah, so I put this front box and the fertiliser stroke limer in. Oh, of course, you can't use that because it's not got that. No, it's one of the things I'm not very pleased about with this particular one. Where did we get to? Can I do it right this time? I've got to out where those bushes are. They know. That's all that matters, is that they know where they got to. Fantastic. Let's leave him doing it. I think he'll finish the field this time. How are you doing? If we change to... Oh, my life. You've hardly done anything. Oh, it's done 10%. 10% since the last time. This is more faffy than the normal equipment. But if we carry on, I will, yeah, where you can see that left-hand side of the header, he's not ripping any of the field just by going straight on. I am. If I sort of take over, I literally tear up right next to the header, like about half a metre or a foot at least. That's just too heavy a loss. I think we could probably get away with doing that strip that he's left, because there's nothing to the side of it to rip. It should just go straight ahead. But yeah, he's not ripping any of the next crop with his header, whereas when I am on it, it really is doing that. I was looking very closely, because you do, because I'd say when I did the sugarcane harvest of the Orstoft that dropped an FS25 fairly early on, I was really interested. I thought, oh, this is one I can use myself. That was exactly what I thought. So of course I did it, and didn't think I'd damaged the crop, as you don't. You know, you think you've done a good job. And then it did that thing where Giants changed a lot of things, and it crashed everybody's game and ruined your save. Thanks, Giants, for that. They did put some sort of a note to say you need a new save game, like that's, you know, like you'd expect that by the makers of the game. They didn't particularly care that you were going to lose your save game, so you lost it anyway, was the bottom line. Or you could have gone to a backup save, which is of course what I actually did do. I did some XML switching rather than yeah, so I could still keep the existing game, but like just swizz the XMLs in like my placeables and vehicles, which is all that's that important. The only thing that's, when you do it yourself, you can't get the ground layer, but often it's your ground layer that frequently goes wrong on a map, if it goes wrong. So really you can swap everything in on PC and Mac. My life, where are you going? What's this in aid of? It's a bit unnecessary, that, isn't it, really? I stand by what I said about poorly programmed. That's just shocking. What need was there to do that? In real life, you'd have wrecked half my fields. And you're going to stop when? Well, I've got to be honest. This, and when you consider the amount of cash we're going to waste as well. Right, okay, so they were deciding that they wanted to finish that one off. Okay, right, so smashing. So let's have a look how our fertilising is going on the field. Let's see if I can remember. Yes, he's on the outer bits. Well, there's not going to be much we can do about those strips. I have no idea why he's done that, because they do know the spread of that fertilizer spreader is 80 metre. It's like he's sticking to the... Ah, that is true. Actually, never thought of that. The AI worker settings, I might have missed a bit for those. They might still think it's 14 metres, whereas obviously it is 18 metres. Now that proves that spread's working. The fact that obviously it's doing it, but it really is 18 metre, hence it's got gaps, because it still thinks it's 14 metres. So that explains a lot. So I've missed something in editing that on the AI section to make that, because obviously I mirrored, and it's one of the things that the testing tool moaned about. It says there are duplicates in the game. This item exists in the base game, and as I said to Giants when I literally put that in there, it obviously it errors and says there are duplicates in the game, which I'm not trying to, obviously I'm not trying to pull this mod off as mine. It's an edit that adds Lime functionality into the base game, which a lot of people I'm quite sure will be quite grateful of this early on. That's the only reason I'm doing it. I said that I do intend on creating my own mods. I mean the Razek, the Salek Razek. Let's get that right. What is its actual proper name? Yeah, because I keep saying it wrong. The Salek. Oh, it's just RZK. I want to call it a Razek, which it might well be. It's the RZK 300H. Yeah, so the Salek. That's that one. I'm not trying because I would be grateful. I remember in FS22 in the early days there were a lot of like beginning basic functionality missing. One of the biggest things I've always had a bugbear about, we've all got those personal things that annoy us. That front box that I've done is one of those things that why I wanted the front boxes that I had all the way through the game. I don't particularly care. I only want things that do like lime, fertilizer and seeds. So you've got a front box that will do all of those things. So I'm really not that worried if I ever have another kind of front box. If I get that fulfillment required, then it's just... Yeah, if I get that sort of fulfillment, I'd be happy to have that kind of box all the way through FS. Because the other thing is, those boxes are dear for just storing things in. Whereas I'm trying to release mine. Eventually I'd like to redesign it slightly, not a grand amount, because it's good enough, and that's what I'm saying. I don't want to reinvent the wheel. I just wish to modify and be basically a company that releases one that's an awful lot cheaper. It's just this very expensive what they are when you consider the front boxes that we got in the game that were like 2,000 or 4,000. I think that's about right. Mine's a bit dear, but I'm trying to respect the fact that the original's an awful lot dearer than mine, so sort of trying to be reasonable, and it's still affordable, if a little bit, what I would still class as a bit expensive, but it's also a weight and things like that, so yes, I think it's about right, but it's basically to put in the hands of everybody something a little bit that's not too terrible, and I stick by that, but that's about right. So 26 ton, I remember how we did the first time. Yeah, same as the trailer. The trailer's, I haven't put that in, I've only put the front box and the fertilizer spreader. I've got a lot of work, there's an awful lot of work to make it. It's quite, I can see why, I'm trying to think of, Lambo Mods is the one that's sort of taught me the most. Watch his YouTube channel quite a bit. He's very good, but when you're really good at something, the one thing that you forget is that people can know nothing, and he sometimes skips over things in his modern tutorials a little bit because he's an expert and he really knows, although he probably wouldn't say that he is, he really knows how to rip mods to pieces and rebuild them, and he can work in yeah. Okay, so in that case, let's I can't remember how to unfold this. It's like Moo Bunker is like the very way that you wouldn't think you would do it, but it is. And then we shall set this going again to finish off, and we will definitely have enough space. We'll go and sell this whilst we can. Even as possible. Yeah, so it's really just to put some reasonable equipment in people's hands that's a bit cheeky, admittedly, but like not too cheeky. Right, so bunkered down. It's going to be the... No, same again. Just the same again. Should I would imagine be able to afford, like, finish that off now. So we're just going to set you right next to it, and of course you're going to like sniff your nose at it and like think, no, I'm not doing that. No, I'm not going to do that. That would be too easy. I'm going to like faff around and like decide I'm actually going to go in the same place as you put me, but it'll be my choice. Yeah, we agree. That's your prerogative to argue with us like that. Let's take this 17,777. Yeah, I've tried to sort of like, I would like to, I mean, we've got the colour mod now, so it's Yeah, the one thing you can edit FS22 mods, that the colours, they don't. I mean, Giants do it every time. They do. They are experts. They know exactly what that you can't just. They can make you work for your mods, and I don't blame them on that score. It's a little bit too like dotting your I's and crossing your T's. Yeah, it is what it is. We can't hang around. I'm hoping that we get a reasonable amount. That should have looked really before, and that's very bad of me. It won't show you there. He's looking prices. Spinach. Oh, well, we're lucky. It's actually higher than the top price. So we're very fortunate in September that we, like the first time, we've hit the prices right. Now there is a mod by Disturb Simulations that actually gives you the best price all the time. Now I don't like that. Yeah, that's a step too far. I like the fact that the realism of the fact that, I mean, they're always at the wrong possible times and all the rest of it, really. But that's, so yeah, it's going to be about 7,000, if that. Yeah, is that because I damaged the fields? There's only a couple of strips left. He did have quite a bit left though after. Yeah, we didn't sort of completely. So we shall see. Needs a repair the tractor. Doesn't seem important, but it's you live and die by your tractors, really. It is terrible that no, it's got one more up, so we'll wait patiently for him to finish this. We've done, I believe we've done all that we can. We haven't. We could actually go grab the if I can find my tractor. Yeah, we could like grab the plough, subsoiler. Well, it's, yeah, let's not quibble. I'm getting sort of used to the changes in sort of. It's not right, but I'm sort of, your minds are brilliant at adjusting to things like that. So yeah, apart from the horrible lines, which I shall have to edit this again, so the AI, I might get it thrown out by Giants for that very fact that it's not as it should be with the AI, because it's not, and that is true. It succeeded actually, but I would like to do that so that it's right, basically. This is the strongest we've got. It's 160 horsepower, so let's get this sorted. Yeah, I'd like the AI to be as it should be, otherwise it's, you know, it's not really right, is it? Even though it didn't fail on that. Let's not rip that field up. That one's good. Fantastic. So we want to set this going on the headland first. I think we should be safe. I don't know that we are going to be. Headland. Okay, and go. Right, let's grab you. See if we can remember the config. So 13,399. Thank you very much, Mike and Oxbow, for allowing us to try your product. The review is done, and yeah, it's a glowing review, and it really is a very, very nice, very nice bit of kit. Not going to mention the fact that I personally think that all equipment for farmers is a little bit overpriced, but I do think that it is. Minus that one. So we shall give Mike a ring and ask him to pick the the one thing that is a bit weird is if you go into this screen and you want to send your equipment back, and you go here, yeah, it's a bit. Now, I'm lucky here because I've actually got that one selected, but if I go to the Oxbow, it shows me the Oxbow, because I'm actually in it, and I'll say return, and then obviously normally if you weren't in it, you'd actually see it disappear off the map, which is a bit annoying, because if you're creating content, that's the screen you've got to go in. Right, let's shift out the way and sell that. Oh, needs lineman as well, we knew that. Yeah, probably needs lineman all over. We could actually get the lime grabbed with this one, and I could do that whilst he is doing that. We could at least do something. We'll also see if you can line with residue on the fields. Yeah. So spinach is... Yeah, we need to have some little harvesters, I think, brought into the game where you can do spinach. I don't think there are any. I don't think there's any ones. The one that I like, I am quite impressed with, that would be a nice one to modify and add vegetables to it, and also because it's a ripper-upper, which would be I'm not the right one. It's this one. So it is. I think it's sugar beets. I quite like this. I think this is a really cracking idea, and obviously, beet harvesters could be beet harvesters. It is. It's the Amity. That one there. It's very expensive again, but Gordon Bennett. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, it only does beetroots and parsnips. It'd be nice if it did carrots and other things if it was modified slightly. It may do some damage though. It's one thing that I think the T440 by Mark Thor, his did some damage because it's not really quite the right sort of header sort of for it really in a way. So it's going to do some damage, a bit like we've just seen when I used that one. But I'd like to modify that a little, definitely the Amity. But it's still Gordon Bennett, 175,000. They must think that I'm a 97,000 for a warm topper. Seriously, 215 horsepower, 280. So you need a 500 horsepower tractor to actually completely use that in one swish. And I don't know whether it looks like it's one of those that drops it on the floor. Now I'm used to those, but we have got a belt system at the minute where you can grab them, so that's a little bit annoying. Do we do this as Canola? Do we like follow him? I didn't intend. I was trying to like not rush through, but to go through. We could do Canola. We could, I suppose. All right, then let's do it. Right, time. I haven't got enough time. No, my alarm's going to go. I might continue it like later on though. It says as it goes round in circles. I think we're going to stick to our guns. I do. We'll just leave him. My TV is like just switched on because. Right. Yeah. I apologise. I don't know that you should still see this recording because the beauty of my recording software is that it carries on where we are. So we are going to crack on. Yeah. We're going to stick on with what we were going to do to begin with. We know we need to lime that way. It's not finished, so we're going to do that like next. Yeah, I'm going to need to switch my alarm. I knew I was going to be. This is going to be it. So we want 9 o'clock, and we're just going to go straight through the winter. We've done all that we need to do for now. I can't remember if it was I don't think subsoiling is classed as a plough in the way that a plough does stop the weeds, is my sort of thought. I believe we've done everything. Talking of the Orstoft, there we go. The multi-row. Beautiful bit of kit it is. And the loading will nicely packed pilots you can sell. You can load conveyor belts with sugar beets or potatoes. Now that's the type of tractor we were just talking about. That's the thing, Adrian. 60% off though. Beautiful. That's my second favourite standard tractor. I mean, Mack Trucker did the 886 horsepower beast, but yeah, apart from like that type of thing. So I think have we got? Hang on a minute. Haven't we got a shed load of canola to actually? Yeah. Oats. January. Yeah, so it's January is what we're looking for. Yes, I'd forgotten what we'd done. I usually do canola, but it was we're doing canola next year, aren't we? So let's go through to January, straight through, because we haven't got any trees to cut. And to be honest, even if I had, as I have on, yeah, I'm in a bit of a dilemma. I think what I might do is go for a brand new map for Riverbend Springs and put all of the trees back. Because it's a nightmare. It would take 20 hours to... Oh, that's a good tickle. It would take 20 hours to replace... That's my alarm to tell me it's 7 o'clock. That's good, but again, we don't need it at present. Yeah, yeah, don't need that at all. So November. Yep. Do we buy? No, it's all right. We're not mowing at the minute. We're not going into grass. We're doing standard things. So we're going to go through straight till January. Take our oats to market to see what we've got to play with. I mean, the one beautiful thing about this is we've actually got the land already. We've already expanded our fields. I'm going to keep them as they are now, though, until we can afford larger equipment. Although because to extend the field, it's all me. Oh wow, now that was a cracking one. That was a big 15.2 meter, the big 12.5, which is the one that goes on the. That's very well. They're both very good value. That's even better. Yeah, some really cracking sort of prices on these. Little three. Oh, I've got 3 to 4 meter. Oh, well, that's. I didn't realise that. This is the other subsoil that I like. This is the one that's a bit bigger horsepower, and this also has got the ability to have a pick. No, it hasn't. That's its 3. Oh no, it has. Yeah, it's got them both sides. It's got a set of catch hooks, so you can, for a very reasonable price. Actually, no, it's not normally that price. That is actually good though. We could set 2 going. That would actually be a really good sort of thing. I think we will. Yeah. Yeah, because you can set 2 of us going. Like I could do, or I could set 2 workers going if we ever get 3 tractors. We are in December. Let's check prices though, because sometimes it can be high already. There we are. No, it's on the rise. So let's go through till tomorrow morning. Oh, we have some strange animals in the background. Yeah, so there's a lot of very bad feelings about what giants have done with the lack of forestry. Yeah, there's people who obviously a bit like myself. No, I didn't get on with the farming to begin with. I do now love it, really love it, but I didn't to begin with. Oh, another 12 meter. Wow, and another the biggie, but a different one. It's not the same one, so that's quite amazing. So then we need to be taking, I think we should have our besties. We have 634, so slightly under, but hey ho, it is what it is. So we need to grab, which is right behind us. I don't think we need to map hop to grab that. And we'll go and go grab our trailer. And we will, yes, it's weird. Obviously, I started to mod this time. I did all my homework for basic edits, nothing special. I'd like to sort of really learn my stuff and make some unique things. But mainly, like most people, it's just changing things. Yeah, for the main it is. I was going to say I'm not right trying to reinvent the wheel. Most people start off with edits of things and bring in different models, bring in a few decals and change them. But then some people like Sid modding, and they actually seriously do some real from the ground up mods, and that takes some doing. But I'd like to do that, but you need to build up to it. No, we don't. We can leave the wheat in for. Yeah, the wheat's going to stay in for. Chickens, I think. I'm hoping that someone does a cheap chickens. No, it's crash into the harvester. It's our prize asset. It's that's our means of earning cash, really. So yeah, it's weird, yeah. So I presume, can you at this point? Let's have a quick look. Sorghum then. Is that now special? A bit like, I mean, we've seen quite a bit of quite large changes, I've got to be honest. From like what was a thing, we have seen the movement of soybeans from seeders and planters to just in planters now. And we haven't got our original Helianthus header. We've now got like another header. But yeah, talking of headers, that's what I want to look at. So going straight past it. So green headers. Oh, you can still do sorghum with it. So there's a special sorghum header, but the sorghum is still doable by everything else. So that's very strange. Why would I buy a special sorghum header? Oh no. Why would I buy a special sorghum? That's painful as well. The speed that it sort of shows that all of the refinements we've got from FS25 can't be coped by the engine, or something's wrong. Because that's just, I mean, it's always done the sweepy wave thing, but not that slow. That's terrible. So here we have a bit of a snow mask where it's not allowed to draw. It's a very big snow mask. Gordon Bennett. It is. It's a bit of a strange one. It looks, and again, I suppose that's what I'm trying to say about realism. I understand the reason for a snow mask. It's not going to cover that, but it's like doing half of the thing. It surely should be just around the grate. But it is early on, and the little things as well. But I mean, I suppose I've got to be honest. Yeah, I can't pick on Giants for this, because all software companies do this model now, which is to let you, the that's not bad. You, the user, you're the one that's going to do the testing for them. Which, I mean, don't get me wrong, they've not done no testing. We can see that that's not completely not tested, but it's we've done the most of the testing for them, and then we will continue to do so. And they'll get bug reports written automatically by the software that like goes back to them that says, oh, this is not right on a NVIDIA, this is not right on an ATI. Well, AMD now, isn't it really? Showing me age. So we should get almost the same again, almost, because it's just a little less. Yeah, so as far as I'm concerned, things like this edit where you, I mean, Omatana's been doing it for years and things like that. So yeah, just colouring them differently. So I mean, and I suppose that was it. I think mine will probably fail testing, and I don't think it will fail testing. I think it'll be that it doesn't meet Giant's stringent things, because you're in their eyes you're being cheeky. But I even said this on the comments that you can make. I said, well, to be honest, if you're going to throw my mod out just because it's a copy of the base game, just remember that H2 Studios did exactly the same to your Lime Station and just added extra functionality. And remember that Omatana did your Haybon and added functionality to that, and that was okay. So, and did use the in-game files. So if you're going to punish me for doing the same as H2 Studios and Omatana, then, well, is that really fair? So I didn't quite put it like that, but I did sort of insinuate that H2 Studios did exactly the same really with FS22. And do we all thank him for it? Absolutely yes. It's a, if I was using that, I prefer to use things from the store now, because people prefer you to do that. So again, I'd sooner have, like I've done myself, and I've got cheaper lime, cheaper seeds, and cheaper fertilizer, and I've stuck to using Giant's own ones. Mine. I don't want to get too technical, because a lot of people are not bothered about that type of stuff. Right, it's nearly finished, I think. Okay, so let's go straight through. We've done our second stage of fertilising. It's a bit of lime. What are we going to do about the whole fields? Are we just... Oh, we could sort of like set it going... Yeah, but we've got to wait for it, so... No, I don't want to rush through sillily, really. That's one thing I don't want to do. So yeah, we've seen... Let's go through to about March, I should say, when it's planting time, and that's where I'm going to leave this session. So 9 o'clock. And we, as far as I'm concerned, we've done everything that we're supposed to do. We sold our crop. We've made quite a bit of cash. And for us, we've got quite a nest egg. We can't afford a field, but we don't really need a field. We've got to make our fields bigger. But we are struggling a little bit with, you know, like the limitations of ourselves. Oh, McCormick. That's one of my favourite tractors in FS. Oh, the new Nova Cat. Is that the one with the... It doesn't look like it. It just looks like it's just a cutter. They don't look like windrows, but they might be. Because the Airtane Crossflow was one that did do It did. It's very, very reasonable, isn't it, for that? I mean, we will need a mower, I suppose. Grass is not a bad one. And that's the beautiful oxbow that I did have in the... Yeah, I mean, the beauty of that is obviously that does liming, slurrying, manuring the lot. But it is a little bit expensive. I've always said this, and that's at half price. And he did say exactly the same on FS25 when that exact beast. We did buy it once on a really good sort of thing, but I'm not sure. It is a very good price, though. I think sometimes I've said this, there are certain opportunities that you get where you regret it if you don't. And I know but that really, buying equipment is what we need to do at this stage of the game. So, and luckily for us, we have a harvester. So that we don't need that, the biggest asset of all. We'd probably need a corn header for like sunflowers, or a sunflower header for sunflowers, yeah, whichever. So that's a real good. So we have a 6-meter shallow cultivator. Again, that's the type of thing like that, or the Prolander, that we sort of really would make ripping our fields up a lot easier. So next, that's true actually. Right, brilliant. We're ready to rock and roll. So next session. Well, we've still got... Yeah, I suppose that is true. We've got look in the distance. Is the snow receding? Answer to this question is no. So I think we're going to go through till April anyway, just for the fact that it would be difficult to seed in this particular type of weather at this precise moment. So let's just go straight through to 8 o'clock actually tomorrow morning, and that's where we're going to leave it. Yeah, ready for the planting our final field. We can't do canola. We have a mower though. I suppose we could do grass. Oh come on, snow, is it receding? Surely it's April. It's going to rain in a bit, that should send it away. Or we're not, yeah, it could be that it's going to catch up as well, so... Beautiful 171, that would be a very... But obviously we can see that we can't afford it, so it is what it is. Yeah, it is, definitely. Apparently the cranes are working better, though. That's one thing I read in the... that it is. So, I suppose, yeah, if it's not got the crane, that's not a bad little... thing, is it? But I don't intend on doing it, not at the minute. Yeah, if I was going to buy it. Also, it's nice to know that you can actually buy that it's just the timber trailer, because that's the type of thing you would want if you was like going into logging. It's not... The thing that always gets me about these is they're not very long. But that's takes 70%, so really that would be an awful lot more than that. But no, I don't intend on doing the trees. I really don't. Yeah. So that's where I'm going to leave it. We're in April. The snow has gone. We're going to get this. Yeah, we're going to do the lime. So is that not been done properly? No, I think it has. It's just looks... Oh, no, it hasn't. No, there's still bits of the... I'm not sure. Actually, it might be. Because, yeah, no, it's going to be damage. It'll be a bit of damage on the field. That's what it looks like before you actually do your sowing. You can't basically sow there. You can't rip it. It sort of holds it as a bit of the field that you can't do anything with. Which is quite amazing. I like the way the giants have done it. It's quite clever. Right, so then that's where we're going to leave it. We've got 2 very large fields of canola, bigger than we've ever had before. We're going to put in... No, it's got to be a seeder, so there's not a lot of things we can actually seed at present. Grass, yeah, that we can do. Oats, yeah, oats is the last. Oh wow! So no, we knew it was April. It was because it was. Yeah, that is right. So oats is we're going to do a field of oats on this one. Do I increase this next session? No, because we need to. I suppose what I could do is I could set the seeder going while I expand the fields, and he will. either stop at the original and then we'll finish it off. But I could expand this. Now we can't go that way because we're over the edge of someone else's square, but we bought this as a field, so we're allowed. But we could sort of expand. We're a bit closer. Yeah, we could sort of go a bit closer. I did know that's why I stopped where I did. As long as I've got like a 6-foot headland in the middle, we could literally make that quite a bit bigger, and it can go up a little. Those little tree bushy type things, they plough out. They're not, yeah, they don't look like as bad as they actually are. So we could make that reasonable. I want to make it certain improvements, even though not everyone does. But I'd like to, you know, we've got this massive square, so let's use it. Yeah, it's I mean, these fields are just no. I mean, that was like that, and that was like that, and we've just basically made it like 3 times as big. So it's, and that one's bigger. That was small as well. So again, I would nowhere near when you consider our square. If I just show you, yeah, that's the square. But there's an awful lot of stuff we can't use. There's a lot of trees there. We can expand that upwards a little, and there's a room for a sort of weird shaped field there. That one can be expanded quite a bit that way, and I think we could square it off a little next time that we've done it. This one could go up a little and out a little, so that again it can be made probably as big as 3, which it might nearly be there anyway. So yeah, we could do all of that, and we'll do another field of oats, and then we've got 43,964 euros at present as well. So we have got a bit of a nest egg, and let's not forget that we have bought this bit of equipment over the winter. So we've got the 2 subsoilers, and we have this Novacat A10, the Poitinger. So yeah, is it the, I think it's just a cutter, but if it's the same as the original, it really will have the windrow ability. So I can't see if it has. They're usually bigger than that, but I don't know. It might be. It is the crosscut, so it is. That's the exact model that it should be. So we shall see. Yeah, I suppose actually we could just have a quick look at that now. It would be nice, wouldn't it, to see, even though this could really not. Yeah, but it could unfold it and have a look to see if, and we could sort of see if this kind of grass is choppable. It should be, because it's a mower, and mowers are allowed. It's, yeah, the thing that it's your, well, again, in FS25 you couldn't cut this with a forage harvester. It refused to see it as grass. Yeah, whereas a mower you could. So we, how much is it going to be to repair? Because this is, I don't know how badly it damaged it was either. Got to keep looking at that a little. I suppose we could do both. Stick that. Okay, we need to unfold anyway, so let's have a look. Has it got a work mode thingy? Oh, it has. Toggle work mode. Left. Swath dropping, so you can. Excellent. Brilliant. Now then, I would like to test, so let's drop that for a minute and stick that plough on the front. I think it's the other way. No, it's not the tines. No, it is. We want it on the front, so let's just switch that up before everyone shouts at me. We'll stick this on the front as a weight. No, I was right, yeah, because it's got the no thingy signs like that. I'm not sure. No, I was right. Even though that seems a bit odd that it's got the warning signs like that. Because we like putting this on the front just as a weight. I'm not going mad or anything. Let's repair both of these. Just see, can this actually mow that kind of grass? Beautiful bit of kit. The only thing I'm not too keen about the crossflow is the fact that you have to like open it up, which obviously this is probably a convert. I'd imagine, with how quickly that's been done. Oh, you notice there. So repair, yes. Repair, yes. Repair, yes. Fantastic. So we will need a front. Yeah, there's no sort of cheap front mower at the minute, is there? That's just... Yes, well, we need to just lower it and see if we can. This is all hourglass over here, so we can do this. It's just a bit of testing, really. Oh no, it's sort of, yeah, there's a bit of grass coming out. Sometimes. Okay, well, that's a bit weird. It did sort of work a little bit. Yeah, there's quite a few bugs in the game with forestry, full stop. So we've got those done. So another bit of stuff, and we've got 2 of the subsoiler stroke ploughs as well. We needed the stoner at some point, but it's on our list of priorities. It's quite low down. We're going to have to put up with stones in the fields. At least we can do an 8-metre thing with 2 workers, so that would be quite useful. Right, but that is where I'm going to leave it. Yeah, all that remains to be said for this particular session. We've seen some growth. We have. And yeah, we're going to get that field of oats planted in the next session. And I'm going to like rip the... Yeah, now we've got to use the old plough. Oh no, that's that wrong one. And yeah, we're going to do a bit of a dance. Should let the bigger one deal with this when it comes. Yeah. Oh my life. Yeah, this is the only one capable of using that one. The other one is the one that can use that one, because that's a more, yeah, the 150. I like the red one a lot, and that's why I bought that one first. I'd forgotten that was, like, you could make it into a 4-metre as well, because I think they were separate in the in FS25. Anyway, enough waffling for myself. Yes, all that remains to be said is goodbye for now.